going, everyone? Jump on here, trying to get back on track. We have now moved from an earthquake watch to an earthquake warning, according to my standards. If you've been paying attention to, if you happen to watch my video, if not, check it out. It's long, but it's informative. Judgment's coming, right? Talk about possible earthquakes going on in the center of America, right down there by Tennessee and Illinois, where all that comes together down there. New Madrid fault line, they're calling it. So the thing is, it turns out, and I'll try to post some things up here. I was reading, I don't have none of it with me right now. It turns out that the New Madrid fault line did actually have a small earthquake already since the eclipse in May, right? And I'll look for it and post a thing up. So we had that, and we've had some activity going on with the Cascade fault line over there in the northeast by Seattle, which is also a concern. There was also an X from the eclipses right there. And Mount St. Helens is now, they're saying, becoming active again, building up with lava. And now we got, and I'll show you this clip from Dabu 7. They got over, I think over in Idaho, wherever it was, they're now telling farmers they can't use water. However, now within the last day or so, yesterday or maybe the day before, a dam started breaking, and now they're getting flooded over there in several states are getting flooded over in the Midwest from this, becoming a real issue. And as I said, judgment's coming for us. And are these things not already showing what's going on? We got extreme heat happening. We have before it's normal, and we have some weird radar activity going on coming out of Antarctica up towards Africa. And this is like the second or third time this has happened, and every time it happens, some weird stuff starts happening. Is HAARP involved? Is we can say that the powers that hide are behind it and doing things, but the fact is, God's going to allow these things to happen. It's the judgment coming upon us, and I've said that, and that's, I'll stand by that. It is coming. I'm gonna get back on this stuff, I suppose, back away from the auditor stuff, and just because we have more important issues going on at hand here. The truth is, it's just it's going to keep unraveling worse and worse, and we're heading right into war and all these crazy things going on. What else is crazy? We got all these Trump supporters. I'm not taking either side, but how crazy is this? Julian Assange was freed under the Biden administration, who, meanwhile, Trump, who was very much helped by Julian Assange, was trying to get him, wasn't having it, was possibly trying to get him over here, possibly to face the death penalty. Wasn't about to free him. Now, under what sense does any of this make? We're falling apart, people, and it's all unraveling. And, so I wanted to point out a couple of things about the what's going on recently, ever since the eclipse. And there's more things we'll get into later in some other videos. But I wanted to jump on here and talk about that. Like I say, get back into that subject. Let's get back on track with that, because the fact of the matter is, we can keep pointing fingers at bad cops and bad public servants, but the truth of the matter is, we're all bad, okay? I'm watching myself trying to do it. Don't mean I'm perfect, but I'm taking everything I do, trying to make up for any things I've done wrong, any things I should be fixing, I've been on that route. The rest of us should be doing that. And, you know, it's up to you whether you do or not. But the fact is, this is the state of our union, okay? And just as this is the state that our union is in now, because we're all that far away from God, okay? You're not going to fix the public servants. You're not going to fix the police. You're not going to fix none of this stuff until we fix the real issue. And that's bringing God back into this country. And trust me, people that want to be non-believers about what I'm saying, here's the thing. Pay attention what's going on with the Supreme Court here recently. They know this stuff. The powers that are up there know these things. And they understand a lot of this stuff. And they're trying to make changes because they know it's coming. And maybe they're too late. But if you see the actions of the Supreme Court, some of the decisions they made lately, as it pertains, you know, several things they, you know, I won't mention what they are right now, but, you know, anyone's paying attention to a lot of these couple of decisions that's been coming out by the Supreme Court. Well, you think about that. It's because they understand what's happening. They're trying to get us back on track to save us because, you know, to get us back in God's good graces, right? And the problem is we're not seeing the whole point that's to make it valid or not. We're not understanding what it actually takes. The judgment is coming. And these people understand that, like Supreme Court justices, people high up there. Your president, you know, Biden don't understand nothing at this point. It's very sad that we're letting him be in there because I feel it's bad that we're sitting there letting the world make fun of this poor senile old man, right? So anyway, but yeah, you know, I wanted to point out some of these things. We'll get back into more detail about these things, but man, if you got stuff you need to make right in your life, start doing it. Don't be wasting time. We're clicking right on to July, and I'm telling you, in my opinion, right now is it's time to beware. Okay, it might not happen exactly in July, but within the next few months, we better pay attention. They certainly are purposely trying to push off us against each other, you know, that type of battle. And plus, you take the other things coming into account, okay? When it's all said, right now we can point the finger at this and point the finger at that and say, oh, well, it's because of this or that. When it's all said and done and we take the whole thing into account and tally it all up, we're gonna see, and we'll know that the only way that was allowed to happen, to get this bad, is God's judgment. I'm telling you, get away from the New Madrid fault line. And I'm over here in Northwest Ohio. I don't even know that it's safe here, right? And it's not just that. It's not just earthquakes. Like I said, the flooding going on. There's several different things, and we'll get into more a little bit later. I just had to get on here, throw a few of these things out there, clear my head up a little bit because this stupid Fort Wayne issue just screws up my video making process, right? Anyway, you know, but you know, I'm kind of shying away from the auditor stuff because look, now, you know, the whole community of auditors, not one of them's stepping up to try to help me get some focus on my situation here. They're all crickets. Meanwhile, I'm more than ready to jump up and do whatever it takes to help the rest of them out. Like, there is some updates on Carolina, Fort Worth, the video I just did the other day, where she was, you know, that was a senseless attack by Fort Worth, by Kruger, the officer, right? And but there is some updates if you want to check out. And on that video, I left some links, and those guys are putting some updates up there. You know, it's no use for me to try to make videos that's just repeating what other people say. So go ahead and check out some of them other videos that are staying on top of it. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I'll get back to it a little bit here to get a more worthy video made. And you know, prayers out to all my viewers. Honestly, you know, hope you're taking a lot of this stuff into account, and you know, hope you're all doing what you got to do to get yourself right, just as I'm trying. And you know, in any way we can come together, talk to me in the comments. You know, any way we can come together and to try to help each other stick on God's side through all of this, because they're going to do everything to make us into non-believers. But I assure you, some judgment's on its way. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you in the next video.